Hello guys, this is Cyber, and today we're going to take a look at Rask. This guy is one vicious cat. He is a member of the tank class called Frontline Freelancers. Looking at his stats, we see that Rask has a high health rating having 190 HP. He has a mid-range damage rating. His survivability is high due to him being a frontline freelancer with a large health pool and abilities that keep him alive. Rask has a mid-range learning difficulty because he has to be mobile enough to get the enemy team's attention and survive, along with being able to close the distance and get an attack. It's a bit challenging when you first learn to play with him, but the more you play, you'll learn how to use his abilities along with proper positioning to give your team the advantage. Rask's primary ability is a blast phase ability called Maul. Rask claws in a wide arc, dealing 24 damage to opponents that are one space in front of Rask and 20 damage to opponents past one space. Maul gives Rask 8 energy for each opponent hit. Maul has a width of 6 spaces and a forward range of 3 spaces. This ability has no cooldown. Maul is a great ability to attack a group, but the downside is it has a short attack range. Rask's second ability is another blast phase ability called Upheaval. This ability targets in a straight line at a range of about 5 spaces. It has a cooldown of 4 turns and deals 20 damage and applies the knockback debuff. This prevents that opponent from moving. The width of this ability is not exactly 3 spaces wide, but the width does extend across 3 spaces. Rask gains 10 energy if Upheaval hits an opponent. This ability is perfect to corner an opponent by using the knockback to stop them from running away and then close the distance, or to knock an opponent into traps laid by your teammates. The third ability is a dash phase ability called Pain Train. When Rask uses Pain Train, he dashes up to 5 spaces forward and 3 spaces wide, dealing 20 damage to opponents in his path. Rask gains 8 energy for each opponent hit. Pain Train has a moderate 4-turn cooldown. With Rask, this ability has multiple uses. It can be used to close the distance to get Rask in attack range. Rask can use this to damage a group while repositioning to avoid an attack, or just to get a better angle to attack. And of course, this ability can be used to run away. This next ability is a prep phase ability called Augmented Regeneration. This utility ability regenerates a small amount of Rask's health split over 2 turns. Activating Augmented Regeneration when Rask's health is greater than 60 HP will regenerate 10 HP per turn for a total of 20 HP. Activating it at 60 HP or below will increase the amount from 10 to 15 per turn for a total of 30 HP. This is a free action with a cooldown of 8 turns, and Rask gains 5 energy just for using it. This ability doesn't do enough healing to save your life, but it does give you some running health to get to a health power-up or a healer. Rask's ultimate ability is a blast phase ability called Uncontrollable Fury. This is a free action that activates automatically the next turn after you gain 100 energy. When activated, Rask covers the area around him with plasma that deals 20 damage and lasts 2 turns. This plasma covers an area of 5 by 5 floor spaces, but the plasma only covers 1 space diagonally from Rask, leaving the outer corners of this area safe for opponents. Uncontrollable Fury also resets all of Rask's cooldown, making all of his abilities available for use next turn. And that's not all. If Rask takes damage, he gains energy. This energy gain is a passive that is active from the start of the match. By collecting the damage and energy numbers, I was able to put together a formula to show how much energy Rask gains based on the amount of damage he takes. On the low end at 10 damage, Rask will gain 2 energy, and on the high end, if he takes 60 damage, he will gain 7 energy. Leave a comment if you'd like to get this formula for yourself. The mod build I'm using on Rask is an energy gain build. This builds upon the energy gain passive, allowing me to get my ultimate quickly. With Uncontrollable Fury's cooldown reset, this makes Pain Train and Augmented Regeneration available, which increases survivability with more mobility and health regeneration. On Maul, I'm using the Primal Fury mod for the extra energy gain. On Upheaval, I'm using Power Ripple for the extra energy gain. And on Pain Train, I'm using Pounce for the energy gain. On Augmented Regeneration, I'm using the Shielding Factor to gain 15 shields on top of the health. And on Uncontrollable Fury, I'm using the Fueled by Rage mod to increase Rask's damage for 2 turns with the Might buff. I want to thank you for stopping by and viewing this guide. I hope it's been helpful, and if you enjoyed this, hit that like button, and if you want to see more like this, why don't you hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you again, and I hope to see you soon.